Oh yeah, Black Sun in the hizzle. Oh, for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Today, in the trizzy. What's going on? Hold on. Check. Oh yeah, audio's good. Audio's good. So, yeah, man, it's raining out here. So I was running a little bit late getting to the house, but I'm not that too far away. What's up, Joker? What's going on? What's going on? Shoot. Pew! What's up, Joker? Yeah, so um as y'all know, was it last night? Last night, Donald Trump won Michigan by leaps and bounds. I mean, he not only beat Nikki Haley, he beat Biden's numbers. But we're not here to discuss Trump. We're actually here to discuss Biden tonight. We're here to discuss Biden. So, as y'all know, Dearborn, Michigan, which is predominantly Muslim, the Islamic community, they they swore, y'all know, um, was it 2 months ago? Um, I made a prediction based on, they had in the meeting, the American Muslims, they said that they will make sure that Biden does not become president and he will not get our votes. Not only the Muslims of Dearborn, but the Muslims in every swing state will make sure that Biden does not get that push. And over in Dearborn, over 100,000 Muslims did a protest vote against Biden. And um, do you think Biden? It's funny because I made a joke about how right after that, if y'all look in the news, Biden had to end up going to the hospital. Biden had to end up going to the hospital. So, um, is it related or unrelated? I don't know. I mean, we do know he has dementia. So, and then his son, the whole charisma thing is going down. So, we don't know why. If it was even, we don't know why Biden went to the hospital. We just know he went to the hospital. That is a fact. He went to the hospital. So, what we got last night, and this is why I said in every primary from here on out, we're not looking at it as Trump versus Nikki Haley. We're going to look at it as Trump versus Biden. And Trump trounced Biden in the numbers. But let me say it again. Trump trounced Biden in the numbers. Yes, he did. Trump trounced him. So yeah, I can pretty much put Michigan on the table. Like I said before, the only swing state I'm not putting on the table, and I might still put it on the table, just depending on the primary. I mean, I'm definitely putting Michigan on the table. I put Georgia on the table. I put I said Nevada, Arizona. I definitely put them on the table. Pennsylvania, again, I have to see how close this primary is going to be between Biden and Donald Trump. Um, I'm going to have to see the turnout to where I can be able to make that decision. Do I want to put money on the table as far as Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania, like I said, man, they're very iffy. Pennsylvania is a very iffy state. They're split down the middle. However, speaking of split down the middle, because Biden may not even be a factor, which brings me to Michelle Obama. They tested the water. Well, Biden refuses to step down, but they got so much stuff against Biden now where it looks like they're gonna do a Mitch McConnell on Biden. Looks like they're gonna force him to retire. It looks like they're gonna hem up Hunter Biden and use that as a bargaining chip for him to step down. That's what I'm projecting. That's my guess. That's my speculation. As Terrence Barry would say, that's my speculation, my recollection. But let's see, what's Joker saying here? Joker says, Not much, yeah, but I think the Democrats are trying to get Nikki to switch after she gets elected. After she gets elected. Wait, huh? Joker. Who is that? You know, they pulled their money. I mean, what donors does she have? I mean, I know, hell, her biggest donors are gone, man. That money's about to dry up, Joker. You know, if they were still giving her money, I would agree with you. But man, that's kind of hard to pull off with no money. And that donation money, you know, you put ads and billboards and commercials and all that. That money goes real fast. That money goes real fast. So again, if she was that to continue to have what she don't funding, then I would say, you know what, Joker, you make a very good point. However, Joker, you got to take in consideration she ain't got no more funds. She has no more funds, man. So no more big donors. Oh, wait, hold on. We got brother Yanga.
What's going on, brother? What's up, brother? You chilling?
How's my audio, man? Oh shit, hold on. Shit, hold on. Let me get this damn. Man, how you doing, Yang? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. How about you, man? How you doing, brother?
Say that again?
I said I'm good. How are you holding up?
Oh, man, I'm doing good, man. Yep. Oh, Joker said, yeah, you know how the Democrats work. Yeah, Joker, if they want to waste their money on Nikki Haley, then hey, you know, so be it. I mean, hey, if they want to waste their money, they can do that. What's going on, Yanga?
Man, you tell me, man. What's the word?
The word is
Biden pissed off the Muslim.
He done, yeah. He done pissed off. Yeah. Wassalamu alaikum to my brother Yanga. Because at this point, I don't want to piss no Muslim off.
Man, they are flexing their political muscle. I think, you know, they probably, you know, was, especially politically, he slept on them. Slept on them. And I met a lot of people. I had spoken to a lot of brothers and sisters who really didn't know that they held that much sway and influence. You know, I'm being from Cleveland. I've made trips to Michigan often, and Dearborn specifically a lot of times. And I've always called Dearborn Baby Mecca. So, and that's just, I think the funny thing is like what you said. He said, you know, we're going to use our influence and clout throughout all the other swing states. Dearborn is just the epicenter. You know, this is when you talk about Muslim Americans and largely Arab Muslim Americans, their network is strong. And when you look at Dearborn, I think a lot of times when we think of Muslim, we think of these brothers and sisters from across seas in the Middle East and, you know, these cats wearing these robes and stuff. But you have to understand a lot of times when you go to doctors' offices, when you go to these places, these are Muslim Americans. Right. And so they're in the top tier or upper echelon of what you would call American society, and the influence and the sway is real. And I think that my man is finding that out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Man.
You know, what wasn't it MD talking about? Oh, they're insignificant. Oh, they.
All right, you remember that? You remember that? Where's MD's butt at? Where's MD's butts at? Yeah, and you know, I didn't have a lot of comeback then. I was just like, you know, you can see it better than I can say it, you know. But I had known. I think that he had bitten into not just the whole stereotype. If I don't want to put that on him, if he had stereotypes for Muslims, but not really just undermining their significance. He was like, they don't hold enough sway. They're only like 2% or 3% Yang. I'm like, hey man, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a lot more going on than you think. He's like, they don't hold that type of influence, but I know they do, because it isn't just them. Right. You have to understand the network is strong. You know, like I heard the mayor of Dearborn say, you know, when he came up there, it's not just the 60-70% of Muslim, and this was happening in Dearborn. But what did he say? I forgot. He was like, you know, 60-70% of the Democrats are not with the Gaza situation. Over 50% of the
Oh,
Republicans
that's right.
are
Yeah,
not
that's
with the
right.
Gaza situation.
That's
You
right.
know, so
That's
this
right.
type of networking and influence, I mean, this is just really a political foobar
Right.
for Biden. And it's something that you can't sweep under the rug. This genocide can't be swept under the rug. You know, I don't
Right.
care how many marijuana passes you give Negroes, let
Right.
niggas out on blunt charges and stuff like that. I don't care nothing about that. This act of genocide, your unwillingness or inability to even take a stance against it has worked against him, and I think he's gonna see it. While Trump is making strides in the
Right.
black community,
Oh yeah.
you know, I mean, leaps and bounds. I got a partner that I know to be a revolutionary in Atlanta. I was checking his post out the other day. He's on there holding his Trump hat. I was like, damn.
Make America
Like
great
these
again.
niggas don't even give a damn no more. If you know, they want you to run up on them if you want to. They like, I don't even give a damn if you know I'm supporting Trump at this point.
Right.
So I mean, you know, how does that work? How did he get such inroads, son?
Well, I mean, one thing about the black community, whether you be revolutionary, you be Crip, Blood, whatever, GD, they serious about their money.
Yeah, you better say
They
that.
they serious about their damn money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And especially, black women are serious with their money. So if you got a black man who loves his black woman, and if she's suffering, he's suffering. So it's like, pockets of suffering here. Yeah, they're gonna have to put that Trump hat on. Yeah, let's make great America great again.
okay. Right, filling
So
pockets, right.
yeah,
So what is he?
yeah.
What is he doing? I know your biggest things are he's going to bring down gas prices, but what is he actually doing to bring money to these cats? What are some of his policies?
Okay, um, so you know about drill baby drill, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
going to produce jobs. That he wants to stop the dependency from Venezuela oil, actually from Saudi oil,
Yeah.
and I forgot what other oil, Russian oil, and
Mm-hmm.
he wants to drill here in America.
Right.
Now you do know that will produce jobs for black people. You talking about construction? You talking about trucking? You talking about? I mean, what else? I mean, hell, like I said, in the construction field, black men and black women play a big part in that. So you're talking about jobs all the way around,
Mm-hmm.
and then not to mention the type of economy you're going to bring into these new drill holes.
Mm-hmm.
Beaumont,
Mm-hmm.
Texas, that's predominantly black,
Mm-hmm.
and that is an oil processing
Rich country.
refinery
Yeah.
town. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. That's 80% black people, and
Yeah.
them black people are rolling. They got damn houses. They got. I mean, that's predominantly black
Mm-hmm.
schools
Mm-hmm.
around there. So and that's all based around them refining oil. And oil
Mm-hmm.
does not only produce something that you put in your car. Like I mean, if I'm a big fan of chapstick, as you know, that's petroleum.
Yeah.
A lot of your cell phone, the cover's made of petroleum. So you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about a billion-trillion-dollar industry just here in America alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think black people realize that. They're like, man, if Biden gets back in office and you goddamn continue an open border, we ain't gonna have these good jobs. And I'm talking
Right.
about your
Right.
Crips, your Bloods, your Revolutionary, your
Right. Right.
RBGs. I'm talking about because
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
money comes from somewhere. Because every time I look at a Crip or a Blood or RBG or a goddamn Gangster Disciple, they fresh to death.
Yeah. Yeah. You better
They
say
fresh to
that.
death.
Yeah.
They fresh to death, and they women are fresh to death. So where does that money come from?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Real
where does
shit.
that money come from? That is real shit, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta really and let's talk about. I mean, if you really want to talk about make America great again, his lineage doesn't go back that far
Who Trump's
in America.
lineage?
Yeah, Trump's lineage don't go back.
Right.
He's
Right.
yeah,
They're
yeah. So
German or some shit, right? They're people
well, to
German,
be
Russian
yeah,
or something.
but no. He's from Sweden by way of Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's from Sweden. So his family, he stepped his toes in here right before the Reagan era.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when he talks about make America great again, now I know we've had some qualms about the Reagan era. I get it. I know people will actually you had a good time Reagan era, so I ain't gonna even say you, but you know. So all
I
I'm
did,
saying,
unfortunately.
okay,
Unfortunately. Let me
okay,
say
right,
that
right,
though.
right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. And I don't want to open up that too much because you know people will come back. Oh, Yanga,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but we will say this: economically, it was booming for Americans. Period. And
Yeah.
so when Trump says make America great again, he's not talking about the Jim Crow era or the Ku Klux Klan era or the era of birth of a nation because his people weren't here.
Hmm.
His people came here pre-Reagan era. So
Hmm.
that boom that Reagan bought, that's the
Hmm.
America that make America great. That's the America that Trump is talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's still gonna leave something to desire for because Reagan, did his thing for a certain class level, but the lower economic class, let's hope that Trump does a better job. Let me say this.
He
There's
will.
some people that will applaud Reagan and this and that, but I did make a fortune, a small fortune in that era. Uh, but it was through nefarious means.
Understood.
But we still had the lower economic class that suffered Reagan's tax breaks, his deregulation of
Right.
certain institutions and shit really,
That's right.
had an effect on people. Let's hope Trump has learned from that. And one thing I see that Trump is doing that Reagan didn't do, though, Trump is placating or, catering or really trying to appeal to the Black American base. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I will say that, and I've always said this about Trump. I don't know about how racist he Trump is or was, but I've always known and seen through his actions that he is fascist. Um, and it that has its, I'm not even gonna say fascism is good, but his love of America, his putting America before everything,
Right.
uh, you know, will have its benefits. We
Right.
have to see what it looks like as far as his foreign affairs. There was something else that I wanted to bring up about too, what you made mention of is another where Biden is fumbling the ball is on immigration.
Facts. Oh yeah, black people.
Jeez,
Yeah, yeah. That's on top of black
jeez,
people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's
you
on
know,
black. That's actually on top of black people's list right there because
absolutely.
yeah,
I mean, it is
because
a direct effect. We look at Chicago. I mean, and I know this is redundant. We're always talking about Chicago, Chicago. But I mean, you look at Chicago. In fact, I think, what is the people suing the mayor of Chicago,
yeah, that's right. Yep, yep, yep.
for, they said that, they have given allotments, large sums of money to these slumlords to refix these houses that have been dilapidated, abandoned in Black neighborhoods for years. No federal intervention, no monies, none of that good stuff. And now the immigrants come and they're giving these slumlords this money for revitalization. Also, a school that was
That's right.
supposed to had gone to be used as a center, and Lord knows Chicago needs it with the problem they have up there, like a youth center, not what they
Hmm.
call something like a YMCA or Boys and Girls Club type thing. That
Right.
they turned it into immigrant housing. So the people suffering from immigration. You hate to say it, is just more divide and conquer, and Biden has to show more love. I'm not that damn liberal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That, I
Right.
feel their plight in their country, this and that. I say my words would be to them: wage a fucking revolution. Don't flood over here. Change
Well,
the
I think people are finding out, white and black, that we're not so liberal as we think we are.
right on.
Especially
And we shouldn't be, not when it comes to our survival.
no.
Not when it comes to our survival. We're on the bottom of the rung. And the immigration problem across the United States, particularly and specifically in Texas, is ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, not in Texas, but in Chicago, is ridiculous.
Chicago, New York, New York.
Chicago, New York. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And where Che is from, goddamn Colorado, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Che. Right. Absolutely, man. So he's just his advisors, his aides, the people that's whispering in his ear have done a terrible job. And he has just shown complete incompetency, a lack of awareness of what's really going on. And he just freaking fumbled the ball.
Right.
He fumbled the ball. It's that simple.
That's right.
Yeah. What's going on? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's going on with Fannie Willis? We might as well talk about all the shit. Let's get it all out.
Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Hey, it's okay. Let me we might as well talk about Fannie Willis. Let's do it. Hey, hold on one second. Let me give me 1 second, Yanga.
All right, no problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you about to bust your eardrums.
Woo. Okay. All right. How do I sound, Yanga? Okay. Say something.
Check 1, 2.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I can hear you. All right. I got to turn this up. Yeah, I had to switch my phone from my computer. Let's talk about Fannie Willis. Well, first of all, I want to let everybody know the first Fannie Willis video that was shot at People's TV. This was the man who shot it.
That's what's up. I don't even usually mess with Fox News, but shouts out to Fox News for airing that clip, getting some of my work up. You see how shoddy it was. That's how you knew I shot it. You're like, that looks like Yanga fucking work. It's not zooming and shit. That's some Yanga shit. No, yeah, man, it was a trip.
Yeah.
And that just lets you know people watch you that you don't even know is watching you. For those that you don't know what the Patricia Kraton show is, it is a public access, or it was. They closed down People TV. There again, lack of people power, lack of people participation, but that's a whole nother show.
Right.
But it was a political public access cable show. And I mean, I call her the hit maker or hit breaker. She's had everybody, started from the days of Jose Williams to mayors and congressmen and city councilmen just coming through there. Anyone who is everyone, or everyone who is anyone, fell through. So we were fortunate enough to have Fannie Willis come through and perjure herself. I hate that they use our clip to bust her. You know what I'm saying? But she got on the show talking about the same thing, that she does not mess with or have relationships in the workplace. I mean, right there, clear as day. So a shout out for using our clip. I hate that it was used, and so that she got on there and really wasn't forthright and straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? But
So we got how you felt about it, or I mean, do you mind telling us how Patricia felt about it, or?
Yeah, she and I had a talk. The first thing though, what got me is, on Fox they said, here's Fannie Willis on a little show called the Patricia Kraton Show. So I called, Miss Kraton, and I was like, yo, the clip made Fox News. I sent her the clip. She texted me back, was talking about they called my show little. Talking about the little. I said, is that what you got from that? Everything that was said and done, what you guys, they called your show little. Well, it actually, it's public access, Miss Craig. It's channel people don't know type shit. Channel what? But she was like, she didn't see the relevancy. She didn't see where that had anything to do with her going after Trump.
Oh boy. Okay, let's talk about it.
What's up, Gynocracy? Peace, love. Yeah, let's talk about it. So she did. Yeah, so that was her thing.
Because I keep hearing that. But you got to understand. I guess they don't understand clean hands doctrine.
Who?
It's called the clean hands doctrine.
Oh, the clean hands doctrine. Okay, break it down for us, son.
Clean hands doctrine means if you go after somebody, especially for what they trying to get Trump for, lying to the court and so if you lie to the court, you can't prosecute nobody when your crime is greater than the person you're trying to go after.
Yeah.
That's clean hands doctrine. So, I don't know if it's TDS, but a lot of people are looking the other way. But first of all, you're not supposed to have a relationship with one of your coworkers. That's a conflict of interest, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, you're not supposed to go on trips using taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
And so, like, what are we talking about here? What's like, are we willfully ignoring? No, I don't see it. La 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 la. No. Like, no, she committed several crimes, and she has committed perjury. Her and Nathan Wade.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a relationship. Now, we had a relationship, but it wasn't before such and such time. Well, it comes out they had a witness, Miss Yanga. Now they got Texas from Mr. Wade's former divorce attorney, and now guess what they got in the latest? They're gonna bring forward on Friday.
What's that?
Oh, they got the what they call geo tracking. They ping the towers, meaning pinpoint. See why?
Yeah.
Why is it Negroes don't understand technology?
Right.
Do black people not watch damn Terminator?
Yeah. I think we understand. I don't know if we really know how treacherous this shit can get. Like, I wouldn't even say it's that she didn't understand technology. I don't think she knew exactly, what they say, when you grab the bull, you get the horns. I don't know if she really understood the ramifications behind going after Trump. I honestly felt like she was put up to it. Maybe, someone whispered in the ear, this will look good for your career.
Right.
Let's get this guy. And like you said, that clean hands doctrine, and her feeling like, like everyone is saying, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is not so much, it may be unethical that you're having a relationship with someone in the workplace, but the big deal is the criminal aspect of it, taking trips on taxpayer money. I know that his ex-wife is saying that some of that was her alimony, or should have been her alimony money. So she has something to say about it. Also, like you said, perjury. So it's one thing, being unethical is one thing, and then trying to cover up for being unethical landed you in some criminal situations. And I sincerely hate it for the sister. I hate it for the sister. But, they say that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, I don't hate it for her because, again, she knows better, Yanga. You're talking about a prosecutor.
Yeah.
So let us do. They'll be the first to say, "Well, you should have. You're shame.
Yeah.
You should know better.
You know better. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Yeah, all that good shit. Right. We done heard it all. Right.
But see, what Fannie Willis's trouble is, I'm gonna tell you what it is, what a lot of people don't understand. Here in Georgia, because I've dealt with Paul Howard, her boss.
Yeah.
When she came into office, and I even went down there when she came into office to goddamn get some paperwork sorted, and just the fact that she said, they go on trips. I'm like, when do you got time to do work? But you don't have to do work because what she does, she used to people coming down there and pleading out, taking deals. She's not used to somebody with a resource of like Trump. Now, let me tell you, the guy that fought back, his name is Mr. Rowland. Mr. Rowland, what's his name? His name is Mr. Rowland. And you know what his expertise is?
What's that?
Expertise is finding dirt on people.
One of those guys.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Mark Rowland he's one of those guys. Like, he's the guy you find, like, I need to get dirt on this person and this person. Gotcha, boss. And that's what he did for Trump. And so, she fucked with the wrong one. She stepped on the landmine.
Yeah, absolutely. So it shifted the attention and the focus from what she was supposed to be doing to Trump, and she find herself in the hot seat.
Yes.
You know, that's crazy, man.
Yep.
That's crazy. Is this guy untouchable?
Who, Trump?
Yeah. Is this guy? I mean, does this white boy have a 4-leaf clover in his pocket?
He's ordained by the Most High. He's ordained by
I
Jesus
don't know,
himself.
but white Jesus,
White Jesus,
not black Jesus, white Jesus. Well,
white Jesus.
White Jesus got him
more powerful than black Jesus. You know this, boy.
When once these Negroes stop venerating white Jesus, we can get some equity.
That's what makes white Jesus more powerful. Because you don't see white people going to black Jesus.
Right, yeah.
Going
to white Jesus. Yeah, you may be on to something there. What about this? Shout out to? Go ahead, let's get your shouts out.
To the movie they made, it's the Book of Clarence. They showed all that. The Book of Clarence. You got to see that movie.
I gotta see it. Jay-Z's catching some flack for that movie, so that makes me want to see it even more.
Yeah, it's a dark humor. It's dark humor, but it's good.
Okay.
Movie. In fact, do you remember Life of Brian by Monty Python? Okay, so Life of Brian, they mistaken him as being the Christ. So, but I like this story better because they've explained how there were many messiahs. There were messiahs before Jesus, and there were messiahs after Jesus. So there were like a whole bunch of messiahs, and so they delve into that. And so the movie is good. It's really good, man.
You know what? I'll take your word. One of the last movies you introduced me to was awesome. That Beast of No Nations and stuff like that. So yeah, Beast of No Nations, and what was the one with Colonel Sanders in?
That's the one MD loves.
Yeah. So you pretty on point in the movies. What about this lawsuit Trump has? How much is it? 80 mil? How much is it?
That's man. I think it's 483,000.
Yeah. That should knock a dent in his ass.
A million.
Millions. Yeah, it's in the millions.
Million, yeah, man. But I mean, it stinks though to high heaven because in every case they're allowed what they call where they allow payments. I forgot what they call that, and they're not doing that with Trump. So Trump, what he's doing is he's going to appeal it.
Yeah,
appeal it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the fact that it's hurting Trump's pockets. It's hurting Trump likes to win. He likes to win. So it's not even a matter of to me and you. That's a lot of money, but Trump has a lot of money. It's just the fact that I like to win. I don't like to lose. So it's just
Shit, Mr. Grab him by the pussy. He needs to go take an L on that one. You know what I'm saying? He needs to take an L. You think he'll do something? You think he'll do something in the appeal though?
Yeah. They're gonna go everything that Trump is going through. He's gonna win in an appeal. This is just to stall him to try to get people to not vote for him, but it's backfiring. All this because they don't, or Biden doesn't want him to be president because Biden fears Trump retribution, which all started in Burisma, which is over in Ukraine. This was all over Ukraine. All this is because of Ukraine. All because of the Burisma situation. And Biden, he panicked because he feared that Trump was going to look into it. And when he started looking into it, that's when he got slowed down. And then, the whole election happened. But now Trump is poised to win. So now all of a sudden Biden, he's I can't remember nothing. I don't know anything.
He's pulling a Reagan.
Yeah.
He's pulling Reagan. Reagan all of a sudden when they got caught with the Iran Contra thing, and the CIA telling crazy, his Alzheimer kicked in. I don't recall. Ollie North took the blame for all that shit. Ollie North took a fall, man. Yes, so he's pulling that move.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's pulling that move.
So what is he afraid? What is he afraid that is going to come out? What could possibly come out? Is what can come out? Is it criminal? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Okay, so you're talking about a whole destruction of the nation. So the war was provoked so that Biden can destroy all the records, all the bank records, all of everything for the company he was getting, the Burisma company, which was an oil company, making hand over fist, avoiding taxes, all that. Basically, he was making stupid money. Trump being elected because they didn't expect Trump to win. And then, how it all started was when Trump was running against Hillary Clinton, they told Biden to stand down, and we will give you Burisma and you'll make plenty of money. So he took it, but then when he took it, he ran with it. And in that, he destroyed a whole country, that being, i.e., Ukraine. And that's why we keep funneling the money to Ukraine, because there's a whole scandal behind that. And they're afraid Trump is going to bust that wide open, which he is. It's pretty much bust open already. And that's why Biden, all of a sudden, he's, where's my ATM? Hey, I remember corn pop and roaches. And I remember back in, he's playing dumb. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's it's all coming to a head, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Damn.
But Trump the other day, and I'm glad that you're on here, Yanga, because black people always talk about, one thing that we got to understand is that the Democrats always pandered us. The Republicans never pandered us. The Democrats never, like they felt entitled to our vote.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah.
He went down to the BCF, the Black Conservative Federation. And he went down there and he said, black people, I want y'all to come back to your party.
Yeah.
So they don't understand that was a historical move. And he called out Biden and he said, I'm going to get you something for your votes. In fact, you know what? I keep saying make America great again, but America wasn't great for you. But we're going to make it great for you. I said, oh, man, Trump, he went ballistic.
Yeah, he's talking.
He was talking.
I mean, he is really, he's really rapping. I caught a piece of that. I don't know if it was at the BCF, but I caught a piece of his speech where he was like, you built this country.
Right.
And it's taking too long for you to be recognized.
Yeah.
I mean, he's giving, and is the MAGA faction or section of the group, are they trying to be Lincoln's Republican Party? Because we have to understand the Republican Party, as it's been presented, is not the Republican Party of Abraham Lincoln, or the one that initially, I feel like, that initially were helping black people. I think that it had morphed into something very strange and weird. You about to say something, son?
Well, and that's what Trump addressed at the BCF. He said, for the black conservatives, we're going to make this your party again.
Yeah.
And we're going to, basically, he said, this is the words, we're not going to do like the Democrat and expect your vote. We're going to do something for your vote. Oh, shit. And he's like, well, how does it sound? We're going to goddamn close the border. Do you guys like that? Oh, they were going crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. Right.
You will say, we're going to provide jobs. You guys want that? So basically, he was just putting stuff out there. People agreeing with it. I'm agreeing with it. I'm like,
Yeah. He's giving back. Yeah. He's giving back. I mean, I think that was Lincoln's Republican Party. It was about giving black people an opportunity after and it's not that Abraham, we're not disillusioned. We know that white boy didn't like us, you know what I'm saying? But he understood American politics. He understood how the Civil War was detrimental to America. He understood the need for these former enslaved people to have an opportunity to build themselves and create wealth to practice self-determination for themselves. I think that, and this is where the Democrats have hindered us. The Democratic Party, it is largely about welfare. It's largely about handouts. And I'm not saying that isn't needed at times, but when you don't provide programs for disenfranchised or impoverished people to get on their feet. There you go, man. What's up, MD? He said, "Oh shit, my God, the dead has arisen." Yeah, I didn't jumped out of the sarcophagus, brother. I jumped out. So bring your ass on up here, brother.
You know why he's here, MD? You know why he's here. You know why Yanga is here. Let's not pretend.
You gotta. Yeah, man. How's that pie tasting? You remember you said about Dearborn that they wasn't. You was like, I don't see it, Yanga. I don't see the Muslims having that much influence or sway. The primaries show different. I told you, don't sleep on them camel herders. I told you, don't sleep on. Let me stop being stereotypical. I told you, don't sleep on the Muslim Americans. You know what I'm saying? Or not stereotypical, putting out stereotypes. Don't sleep on them. They flex their political muscle. But I was going back to say about, the so-called Democratic Party, the lack of programs, the lack of opportunity for specifically Black Africans in America and other disenfranchised and impoverished people to really get ahead. So this seems to be, I take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to the Republican Party and Trump, because he's a slick still.
Wait, hold on. I got to check you on that. Yeah.
Talk to me.
When did the Republican Party ever pander us? I don't think they never pandered.
They've never pandered us. They never pandered us. But I mean, they switched. It's as time went on, and you found that we weren't allowed to participate in a lot of things. Even after our so-called freedom, we weren't allowed to participate. We weren't allowed really to practice self-determination in its totality. That the Republican Party still pushed a pull yourself up by the bootstraps while having that very same boot on our neck. Now what we're seeing, what I'm saying is the party of Abraham Lincoln, and what I believe I hear Trump saying is that we're going to provide opportunities again. I don't feel like the Republican Party provided those opportunities. In fact, I felt like a lot of them became exclusionatory. A lot of them became elitist and even, I would dare say, even racist in some of the shit that they were doing.
But Black people would run to the Democratic Party. So if you run into the Democratic Party, I mean, why should
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We look at the Depression. We look at why we went to the Democratic Party. At one point in time, the economic divide, the civil rights, before civil rights, our lack of being given access, or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even get it, brother. But just really the treatment of Black Americans, and at that time when the Democrats went from being the Dixiecrats, they used to be the racist party, and went to look, we're going to provide programs to lessen the disparities, to help Black people get on their feet. I think as time went on, though, that became a cane, it became a crutch. And then eventually it became detrimental.
Well, not only that, the Black woman had to get rid of her Black man.
Right.
But now check this out.
But see, that was under Reagan. But that was under Reagan. Wasn't that under Reagan? Think about when that came. Wasn't that like the 80s or something when they started doing that? Welfare had been around, but when they really started doing that, wasn't that like in the 80s?
No, that came with the New Deal. That's part of the New Deal.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it was that type of
that was pre-Reagan. It just became more intense under Reagan. It just amplified because of the crack era. But that was the deal. You can get this money, you can get this, but you can't get anything else.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Okay.
Then you saying the New Deal with FDR?
Yes, FDR.
That came with it. I'm gonna have to look that up. And maybe I'm only thinking the 80s because that's the era that I was kind of raised in them streets. And I remember the inspections. Like Negroes were locked up. Yeah, white folks coming through your house looking at closets for men. You know what I'm saying? No male children over the age of 18. But so I have to see if it was that, or did Reagan intensify it? I'm going to look at the records. We're going to have to come back, man. You're going to have to invite me back to the show. And we do, and I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to have to look at the records. I'm going to have to look at Black families, marriage, coupling, and all of those pre-Reagan and post-Reagan. What's going on, MD? The political prophet against what? Men. Boy, you change your title every time I damn see you. You the political prophet right now. What was you before? I forget what you was before. Open your mic, man.
He might be in a bad area.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be
He
driving.
might be in a bad. I forget.
Yeah, he be making.
Yeah, he's on the road again.
Yeah, on the road again.
Yeah.
Shout out,
man. This is deja vu, man. It feels good being up here with you cats, man.
Hey, it's good having you, man. And
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the invite.
The last time you were here, we were talking about the American Muslims.
We were talking about the American Muslims, and having lived in that community, having gone to Dearborn, having seen more than just but one of the things that hinder us as Black people is we separate our spirituality, our religiosity from our everyday life. And I was saying that those Arab American Muslims don't do that. It's all tied into their religious views, their politics, their spending habits, their social interactions. All of that's tied. It's not separated. And having seen that firsthand, having seen the clout and influence they have in Dearborn, not just as a religious community, like you saw I had adequately said when we were talking prior to the show, son, that their whole city council are Muslim. So we're not just talking about a religious community, we're talking about a community, one that has come in and has taken, basically taken over from economics to social cultural understanding. There again, what you were telling me, they took down the rainbow flags.
Yeah.
In Dearborn. So I knew that, and I kind of figured, and I don't know, I don't want to speak for him to put words in his mouth, but that he was seeing it from a religious perspective. And not knowing that, that's how they roll. They didn't look in them because they roll so unified. You know what I'm saying? That it doesn't look like they, have a lot of influence. It doesn't look like that because they've never really had to buck the system before. So it's like, well, it's, but when they had to go against the system, you see just how much power in that region, in that area that they wield. And we're going to see, like the mayor had said, we're reaching out to the other swing states. You're going to see how influential and powerful they are there in other states. Hell, I was rolling through, which I already feel like Trump is going to take Georgia anyway. But I was rolling through Clarkson the other day. They built a Islamic Care of North America Center in the middle. Have you seen that one yet?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It blew my mind. I'm rolling. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. They're a Muslim lover. Put your hands on the watch list.
Peace. What's going
man.
On? Hey, shout out to a returning Yanga. What's happening?
Hey, man, what's up, man?
For that. Hey, so I heard some things. I want to try to see if I can get some clarification. So you telling me that the whole thing going on in Dearborn and the population of the Islamic population in Michigan had a significant impact in the Michigan primary?
Yep.
Based on what?
Based on just their influence, their network. If not just the Islamic community, which is very powerful, their networking.
You look perplexed, Blacksman. What are you perplexed about? I don't understand. You ain't got no grasp of what I just said.
Hold on, Dearborn. You do know the numbers, right? In Dearborn, right? You know the non-committed voters.
I know the numbers of the Michigan Democratic primary. It was 100,000 uncommitted voters. Tell me through the exit poll, how many of those uncommitted voters were Islamic?
We talking about Dearborn, right?
No, we're talking about Michigan. The voting was called the Michigan Democratic primary election. I'm gonna ask you again. I'm not moving no goalpost. Out of the 100,000 uncommitted voters, what was the percentage of the Islamic vote?
I think you're missing the point of that. Not just the Islamic vote. You're looking at Not like you like we're
I
talking
get
about.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Yang. I get what you're saying. My whole position when we had this discussion before, I commend the people for standing up for their values and efforts in terms of how they vote. I'm gonna say, just like I said before, their numbers are insignificant. Point blank, period. I don't care if it was a whole town that did it. The numbers show, based on the Democratic primary exit poll votes, that the numbers are minuscule. 100,000 people voted uncommitted, less than 1% Islamic. What does that tell me?
What
What
does
does
it
that
tell
tell
you?
me, Yanga?
What does it tell
The
you?
numbers are insignificant.
How can the numbers be insignificant? I think maybe we're discussing two different things. How can the numbers be insignificant when you say 100,000 people were going to vote in committed? We're talking about that is enough numbers to wield sway and influence on the
I agree.
non-Islamic community. That's all I was saying. You
I
can't
agree with
sleep.
that.
You can't.
I agree with
You
that
were
point.
saying that and we have to rewind the tape. You were saying that they were insignificant. You didn't see this shit coming. You didn't see this coming. You were saying that they was, and you're saying the numbers were insignificant. I believed you were alluding to that they wouldn't be able to pull off what we just saw in the primaries. This shows that the
Okay,
numbers aren't
who is they?
insignificant. The
Who is they?
Muslims. The Muslims.
Okay, all right. So obviously you just didn't understand what I just said. Out of the 100,000 uncommitted voters, totality, we're looking at the whole piece of pie, right? Out of that whole piece of pie, 100,000 uncommitted voters, less than 1% were the Muslim vote. Less than 1%. So again, I'm gonna ask the question again.
Yeah, wait, hold on. So are you saying that they, at the exit poll, they asked them if they were Muslims?
In the exit poll, you have exit polls, right? The exit polls give demographic.
Okay.
That shows the demographic of the people that voted. In the exit poll, again, for the fourth time, out of the 100,000 people that voted uncommitted, less than 1% Islamic. I ain't making it up. I didn't do it.
I get. That's why I said maybe we're talking about two different things. If you're talking about numbers of less than 1%, I have to give you that. When we talk about influence and sway, why do you think 100,000 voted uncommitted? Are you saying
because
that they had?
Because Biden is a jackass and they don't like him,
Man,
and I'm one of them.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, get
but
real. They run. It's the influence. It's the network. You talking about Michigan?
I'm not
You're
saying they don't have the influence. That's not what I'm saying. I could see to the point where there may have been influence in
Absolutely.
terms
Well,
of
I mean, you
having a stronghold in their garnering their value. I'm not saying that. I'm talking strictly number. That's all I care about.
I mean, of course it's going to be a low number. You're talking about a minority. You're even talking about a minority religion in the United States.
Thank you.
Period.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Right. You're talking about a minority, but we're talking about influence and political power, political muscle.
That part I don't disagree with.
Yeah, that's all I've ever argued. I can't argue mathematically because they're minority in the United States, period. When I thought when you're saying that they were not significant, this less than 1% wasn't significant or was insignificant, that's where I disagreed with. That less than 1%, which
demographic is. Yeah. Not the influence.
Yeah. And I don't even, and I'm gonna be honest, and I have to look it up and have to do my own research. I don't even believe that's accurate. Not in Michigan. Not in Michigan.
And I'm glad you said that, because that shows a narrative. We know that there's a high Islamic demographic in Michigan. Can we take them numbers for what they say? No, we can't. But it gives a bigger picture in terms of, again, my position in terms of the numbers in and of itself, not the influence, just the numbers. That's an even smaller number if we consider a nationwide exit poll. That was my whole argument that I made. Here's the deal when it comes to what we're talking about. We pick different. I'm not going to say we, because I don't put myself in that. MAGA Republicans like to pick their spots in terms of how they deflect against positions regarding other people in terms of policy, black folk, Islamics, disenfranchised whites in terms of corporate crime, vis-a-vis whatever the situation may be. They pick their spots because they're looking at who's the people that's being disparaged the most, and how can we position them to flip. Fuck what the policy is. Fuck what the direct issue is of them people. That we don't give a damn about that. What we care about is how can we garner a position to make them cry enough to where they'll flip. They did it in Chicago. Now they doing it to the goddamn Muslims. At the end of the day, what do you mean? Whoa.
The policy was that the Islamic community wanted a ceasefire in Gaza.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, MD? What like they just all of a sudden they just
how many times do you think that's gonna change under the Republicans? It's not. I done had this conversation with you before, Black Son. It's not.
Again, they were counting on Biden. They voted for Biden because they were expecting something for their vote. So we can't just
when did Biden ever say anything about Gaza? But pre-election, I don't remember him saying shit about Gaza.
I think Biden fumbled the ball by endorsing, and we just sent, I forget how many fucking million we just sent another, I forget how many million over to Israel. You know,
but Yanga, that's not a Democratic thing. That's an America thing.
Right now, Biden's the president. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think the Muslims.
So we do identity politics then.
Right. No, I don't even think that the Muslims are saying a Democrat Republic thing. I think they're saying they're not voting for Biden. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Yeah, they saying they're not voting for Biden. They just won't vote.
Yeah.
How is that gonna? How are you gonna produce a positive outcome by not doing the damn thing?
Well, I'm not saying that they didn't say they weren't gonna vote. They said they're not voting for Biden. You have to find someone.
From what I heard they were voting down ballot. That's what I heard.
Okay.
I heard they weren't voting for Biden, but they weren't voting for Trump either. Again, how does that give you a positive outcome on the shit that you want? What I'm saying is this: the MAGA Republicans are using that, despite whether they voting for him or not, using it as political theater in terms of a greater issue, because it's not a Democratic issue. It ain't. You know that, Yanga.
Yeah, it's not a Democratic issue.
That's an American issue.
But right now we have a Democratic president. I'm not a MAGA. I wouldn't, for the record, but I wouldn't trivialize our intelligence to that degree, MD. I mean, like, one, with the Gaza, two, with the Chicago thing. You made the statement that, you know, the MAGAs are going around pandering to us and what we're whining about. These are very real issues. Immigration is a very real problem in New York and Chicago that are affecting us directly. And if Biden's ass and whatever Democrat doesn't get, we're gonna, address that. Right now, what they're showing is a stroke of brilliance. I would have loved to see someone other than these cats show the brilliance, but they're showing brilliance and going in there and addressing these very serious, very real issues that we face. They know how to garner. That's all politics is just really pandering and catering and getting people to, garnishing people's votes.
Okay, glad you said that. So let's go to the Chicago thing again. Yanga, if you get shot,
mm-hmm.
and you go down to Grady, and it's two doctors fighting for tenure and position at Grady. The doctor that's going to work on you comes to an agreement with the other doctor, say, hey, look, this patient needs trauma care right here, right now. Let's come to an agreement so where we can work with each other and get this done right now. Mind you, the patient, doesn't like the procedure or the way the current doctor went about doing the procedure on hand. Meanwhile, the other doctor is saying, hey, look, you're going to get what you want as long as we wait for however amount of time that you need in order for me to get tenure and position, and I'm going to work on you. Which one are you going to do? Mind you, you bleeding out.
Right, you're going to go with the one that can get to you immediately.
Okay, all right, glad you said that. So we were in a position where we could have had closed borders right here, right now, via a compromise on both islands. But because of the cult of personality of Donald Trump, they chose not to do it because it's a campaign issue.
Yeah.
And it'll look better.
Who chose not to do it?
Trump and the MAGA Republic.
Okay.
But Trump's not the president, though. Biden's the president.
Trump is the cult leader.
Man.
And he gave the order.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
He gave the order to the people that's in legislation right now to not work on something that was going to fix the issue, stop the bleeding right now.
You hear this,
Yanga? It's a campaign issue. That's some bullshit.
You hear this, Yanga?
Yeah, that's
president.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a reach.
So it's reaching not having closed borders right now. That's a reach.
When you say that Trump held that type of, he
said it. I didn't say it. He said it.
Man, I think that's a reach. Biden. So what power does Biden?
This ain't got nothing. See. Here's the thing, Yanga.
Yeah.
This ain't got shit to do with Biden. See, when we talk about the border, we put a lot of stock in the president. The president ain't got shit to do with it.
Well, let's talk about the mayor. Let's talk about the mayor of Chicago. Then that's even closer to home. What does Trump have to do with that?
Not a damn thing. Them Negroes voted him in.
Okay,
it's their fault that this is happening right now.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about if it's a
campaign commercial of the mayor of Chicago right now campaigning on letting migrants into the city. I can pull it up right now.
Okay, well they sure tried to get his ass out of there.
He won by a landslide. Why did he win by a landslide?
Who was he running against? I don't know. I need to know who he was running. I have to have all the facts.
He was running against the white man that wanted to stop migrants, but can't have a white man, not in Chicago.
Right. And what is and it isn't just the migrant thing. We have to look at the white man's other policies. You know, it's horrible when Negroes get into office and sell us out. You know what I'm saying? What were the other policies of the white man I wouldn't trivialize our intellect like that, MD. You know what I'm saying? We're not that politically naive. It may have been other things.
But he didn't sell us out though, Yanga. He ran on what's going on right now. He ran on it.
Nah, literally.
Do I need? Well, I'm driving. I send the video.
He may have run on that, but I'm sure that's one of the things. And we liberal, we're biting into that. We don't like oppression and anything. Now what he's doing is excessive, and there's no pull up on the excessiveness. I would also have to know what to send me a video of everything the white man ran on. Because a lot of times, these white people are talking about cutting subsidiaries. They're talking about this. A lot of white people, especially Republicans, are big law and order motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? 3 strike type shit. And Negroes ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we just love the immigrants so much that we say, oh yeah, he's going to open up Chicago to the immigrants. Let's vote him in. If anything, that could have been something that hurt his campaign.
So what you telling me, Yanga? This is what you're telling me. In layman's terms, this is what you're saying. That the mayor of Chicago's migration policy was lighter on the scale, putting policy to policy together with Paul Vallis, which is the person that he was running against.
Yeah.
If we put all the policies on the scale, the mayor of Chicago was heavier than Paul Vallis. That's what you're telling me. So based off of that, off of that, we shouldn't even be having this conversation about the migrant crisis, because according to your logic, it's light on the scale. Don't mean shit. According to your logic.
Until it got, that's good double talk, but it don't work on me. You've been over here with these cats too long. Yanga's back, baby. Yanga's back. That doesn't work. Yeah, of course. It probably was light on the scales, and it became excessive. The immigration issue became excessive, and the mayor doesn't, whom is being sued, by the way, and the mayor doesn't seem to have the ability or the desire to stop the excessiveness. So much so that it's taking funding from the black community. monies that could be allocated to build up our communities, to help bring some nearness, or to my words escape me, to close the economic disparities that exist. Is that now the immigration problem is an issue. I don't know what Paul Vance was running on. You know what I'm saying? I know Chicago had a bad police brutality problem. Was he running on more law and order? Was he running on? So I would have to see what he was running on. But it's just like any politician. They present what they're going to present, and more times than not, they lie to us. So yeah, okay, a few immigrants coming in. Like I said, we're liberal people. We're loving people by nature to a degree. So letting a few oppressed people, impoverished people come over, not a problem. But damn, now it's just become excessive. And if he's not talking about doing anything, if the Democratic Party is not talking about doing anything, Negroes are breaking out of blind traditionalism. And we're beginning to explore our options, which I don't think we should be any party but independent, but we're opening up and beginning to listen to everyone to see what's in the best interest of Black people, which has always been my position.
Hey,
Right,
I agree.
right,
I
Chadwell Nolan. Yeah.
I agree with that notion, but again, you can't put this primarily solely on the Democratic Party. These people, again, I keep stressing this.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was set in place years ago.
Immigration?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've been saying for the same amount of years, not from an economic standpoint, because this is America. There's enough money to go around for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
From a political standpoint, these people are your demise, in the sense that the demographic is going to be so big where you are going to, hell, you've been obsolete politically for years.
Yes.
But they really going to press a delete button on you once their voting block becomes bigger than yours. And they can essentially do the same. It's not as if they're giving these people incentive, because they ain't. I guess you could say the incentive is they get to come to America, but everybody has that right now.
Man, huge incentives in Chicago. Damn near free housing, the health care,
right? Food vouchers, house vouchers,
and that's why
clothing vouchers.
I guess in the term of, like I said, I'm not trying to make it an economic issue, because that's not my fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But from a political standpoint, there is really no incentive, based on the fact that the demographic, and really you could play different outlook and get other people or the demographics looking.
You coming in and out, MD. You talk so much shit, your phone's fucking up.
Oh damn!
Yeah, you're in a bad spot. My guy, MD, man, and I love being on it. He brings it. You're in a bad spot, bro.
Yeah, he's out there with the horses.
Yeah, MD, man, you gotta love it. He's gonna bring the pain.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna bring the pain, and he made some good points. He made some good points. I have to concede to the point when he's talking about numbers in Dearborn. Yeah, when we're talking about number wise, absolutely. But the Islamic community is a minority community in general. And then I'd have to go back and look at that, because they're talking about the Muslim community. Are they also including the Arab American community, which all aren't Muslim? And things of this. And I would also say we're talking about influence. I'm talking about influence, political muscle, networking. When you're exercising political power. So numbers, yes, are needed, but influence can be just as powerful, just as useful. We talk about when you talk about immigration in Chicago. Yeah, right now the Democrats, because the mayor is a Democratic mayor, and you're looking at what party he belongs to and his unwillingness or in his inability to stop this damn crisis that's taking place. And I go back to, like I said, black people are waking up politically. Black people are no longer blindly following traditional voting habits or what's been passed down. Many black people I speak to, their first time at the polls, the advice that they're given, if you don't know, vote Democrat. Right. So now I think, now I think black people are exploring more options. MD, are you back? I want to hear more about this voter block, where you were going with the voter block. That was interesting.
Can you hear me now?
Perfectly.
Okay, yeah, I'm on 285, man. I don't know why. I'm right here, Memorial Drive. I don't know why I did like that. Maybe I was just in a bad spot.
Them folks banning you, boy. You dropping that science.
Nah, hell, I done forgot what I was saying.
You were saying
I was saying actually, you can look at it as a tit for tat based on the perception. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying the perception, folks, getting the handouts anyway. We know that's bullshit, but that's the perception that a certain demographic of people view us as. So you can that it's the same show going on, just with a different character. And I'm saying the argument persists. So
I call piece of that. To a degree, it is. I've always called it the replace of the nigger. The replace of the nigger. Because the black man and the black woman in America is awakening. No longer do we want handouts. We want a hand up. We want real incentives and real programs that allow us to practice self-determination. We're done with just the damn handouts. We're done taking menial jobs, doing menial shit, and living in a menial existence. So they have to get a new nigga. They got to get someone else to do it. Someone else that is and inspired by food stamps and food vouchers and Section 8 and shit. Negroes are waking up from that shit. Yeah. We've been doing that for years. Yeah. We like shit. We want our own. And it doesn't matter what party you belong to. If you're providing programs where I can get my fucking own,
right? Yeah,
that's what
Trump talked about. He talked about black home ownership, black business. These are things now, because Trump is a businessman, and he was talking that way, envisioning that to the black people he was talking to.
Yeah,
when have the Democrats done that?
No, it's not about. They still treat us mamsy pamsy. Right. They still treat us, give these Negroes a handout. And now that they see that is not working, I honestly believe it is here's my conspiracy theorist, cap I'm putting on. That, it's replace of the Negro. It's replace of the nigga. And I use that literally like nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not us, not the niggas, not the cool folks, not us black men and women. I prefer to be called a black man, a woman. But a new economically enslaved class, a very appreciative class. And we were that at one point in time, definitely when it was needed. We were coming out of enslavement, you know what I'm saying? And you look at the literacy rate in the black community and facing the pre-civil rights, segregation, Jim Crow, and then even after civil rights, blatant discrimination and racism. So some of these government aid and subsidiaries and things like that were needed. But now as, we advance, especially black women, advance, a lot of these programs are holdbacks. A lot of because a lot of them were geared towards black women.
Right.
Now black women are on the rise expeditiously. They're the most college educated in the black community. They're the largest home ownership in the black community. They're some of the largest income earners, or they are the largest as a group, the largest income earners in the black community. So that welfare shit is playing out. Okay.
Hold on, GTO, you got to jump on because
Jump on, GTO.
Yeah, because GTO, this is for you. When we did the damn Section 8 and the food vouchers, you had to get rid of your man. But now we're paying for these migrants, they whole family with their man intact.
Mm-hmm.
So they can come with their family intact, and they not only get food stamps, they get clothing vouchers. That means they can get the new goddamn Trump shoes.
Not them new Trump shoes, what they look like. Looking like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. You click your heels 3 times and shit. And
right.
Transport. Are you serious? Does he have Trump? Trump has shoes.
Trump, yeah, he just came out of line shoes, yeah.
Stop bullshit. I'm telling you, Trump got some black in him. The Negro got sneakers. Are they sneakers?
Yeah, they're sneakers. They're gold.
Man,
sneakers.
I'm mad at that. She said welfare Section 8 also put you through college. That must be in Baltimore. Is that a government thing?
Well, she's partly right because I mean, in this new generation of the welfare system, but you can't take away from and like I said, I don't play the social order game, so you know the divide between the black man and the black woman, I don't even look at that aspect.
Right on.
But if there is data to show, when these women that got empowered through government, at the same time, black men were destroyed. I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not saying that it was a systematic game in terms of our social outlook toward each other. No, I'm not saying that.
Right. I totally agree. Right.
That was a government thing. And that's why the black woman is on top right now, from a social aspect. But hey, that's something that I can't fight. I won't fight it. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, that'll make me look as though that I'm putting social order in front of the totality of us as a people gaining our own individual freedom. I'll never do no shit like that.
Absolutely. Let me jump in there with you with that. I think that our women and our brothers have to stop personalizing it. When we make these statements, they're just facts. We're not blaming black women. We love our black women. I am glad that our black women are succeeding.
Well, you're not blaming black women.
Yeah, some brothers.
It's others that do it.
That's why I said we have to begin. That's why preceded that whole statement with there's some of us that personalize this shit. You know what I'm saying? You get black women who personalize it. Oh, you talking about the black. You get black men who are mad at black women for being successful. And we forget who set the ball in play. You know what I'm saying? It isn't, we have to stop fighting one another, black man and black woman. It isn't us. We have to forget who set this ball in play to try to get us to be divided, to try to get our black women to look at black men as less than, to try to get the black man to look at the black woman as some uppity boogity broad. You know what I'm saying? All of that's by design. We have to be like, look, y'all not, look, sister, get it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thizzle. And like what GTO is saying, I applaud that. If that's the case, I applaud that. I want to see when they put that into play, though. Did they put it into play when the immigrants became large recipients of Section 8? You know what I'm saying? When did they put that in play, and why did they put? Not that it's a bad thing, but you have to beware of the devil bearing gifts. You know what I'm saying? What's your long-term goal? Not that it's bad. Listen, home ownership is great. If we can get from Section 8 to home ownership, that's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Going to college, if we can take some of these programs and they put our people through college, that's wonderful. But I need to read the fine print before I sign on the dotted line. That's the only thing that I'm advising. And with immigration, how long will those programs last? Like we look in Chicago and New York. Chicago, I'm a little more familiar with, maybe because it's a Midwest thing, Cleveland into his house. But the funding that these immigrants are receiving are coming from programs or funding that should have been for programs to help the black community. That's the point I'm making. I don't have anything personal against the immigrants coming over here, immigrant people. You know what I'm saying? Or those particular race of people. But I, am concerned for my brothers and sisters in Chicago and for myself, which eventually have a problem for myself when it starts to infringe on our advancement as a people. And right now in Chicago, we see that absolutely happening.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm saying they didn't have concern for themselves based on they pattern of vote for the last 20 years. That's what I'm saying.
Why would you say that? I mean,
that's just me keeping it above.
I have to see who they're running against. I want to bear you. I definitely have to come back on the show after I do my research, because I can't say that, like, unless you're telling me what these people ran on and who that they ran against were campaigning on. I can't say that with a clear conscience. And I'm wondering how you could say, because like it happens all the time. We voted people in all the time that end up flipping the script on us. But it's been the lesser of two devils. Then we had to go to the people where people say, shit, screw voting altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the lesser of two devils. What was the opposition running on? Was it worse than the people they voted in? I won't trivialize their political savvy like that. Go ahead.
What I'm telling you is they're and this is the funny part about it, right? I remember when I joined SVDL, and when I came in with my presentation, I said the number, and this was before the election. I said the number one priority as a black people is stopping the immigration situation, because it's a detriment in terms of demoralizing or demeaning our voting status here in this country. That's what I said.
Yeah.
So if little old me can have enough political aptitude to realize that, you telling me a whole group of people in Chicago don't?
That's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm coming with.
They may recognize it, but like I said,
well, if they recognize it, then why? Again, see, you trying to put policy on a scale. I'm not doing that.
It is on a scale. Like if you live in a crime-plagued, crime-ridden community, if you live in a city where police brutality is rampant, where they're killing you wholesale, immigration is a small thing compared. You're not going to vote for the person that is encouraging a law and order. They're running on a law and order campaign. Murder by the police outweighs immigration, especially if you don't have the foresight to see it get to this point. But even if you do,
I don't think, MD, you're not being fair, because nobody expected it to get this bad. That's all.
Come on, you better talk.
I did. I've been saying it for years now.
But hold on. But nobody, and even when I had a conversation with you about how people don't want none of our resources in America going to Israel, you was like, well, that's nationalistic. It also sounds national, like, we sound like nationalists, American nationalists, sitting there being like, oh yeah, we don't want no immigration to come here, blah blah blah. Like, so it's the same thing. So you're not being fair at all. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. Like, it's too far now.
None of our resources are going to Israel. I never said that. What are you talking about?
That I know that's been voting.
You misconstrued what I said. I never said resources going to Israel. When did I say that?
Hold on, but I'm just saying, Yanga is saying it's gone too far this time. I understand the context of the conversation. I'm saying that I know black people that's voted Democrat for years, and they like, hold on, it's never been this bad. And you start to see it in other programs, like, the programs that we used to. It is bad. Like I'm out of school right now because they get bad. So I'm pissed. And then I look around, and then
how did it get bad?
Hold on, let me say this. This is real life shit. Whenever I go to DSS, it's packed in that bitch. It's bitches that was going to school, that was supposed to be going to school. That money is taken away. That mean it's no more child care. We don't have money for that shit. So, and it's because it's going to the pockets of migrants. Didn't I just tell you I was supposed
Let
to
me
be
ask the
going
question
to
again.
all my shit away?
How did
Now,
the situation get bad? How did it get bad? How? I need to know
because
how.
it's never gone this far. We never see money directly taken out of our
Who
pockets.
took it that far? That's what I'm asking you. How did it happen?
I get what you're saying, MD, but you're being slick. You're not answering my question.
No, because dots ain't being connected. I just want you to connect the dots. That's
You're
all.
not connecting the dots. That's what I'm telling you. You're being slick. You're not connecting dots. You keep talking about. You're saying.
Even for Democrats, it's never been this bad for real. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's never been this bad to the point where it's taking it's taking food out of the mouths of the American people for real. To the point where it's taking.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, it's taking black women that were supposed to be educated by the system because the system makes you either you get educated or we put you in a work program, and they do that. The only reason why it hasn't been around for a while.
You're supposed to get this shit for free.
And y'all, I'm not talking about that. Let me talk. I'm really talking to Yanga. So I was saying for a while it was backed up because of COVID. So like you know. Women wasn't able to go to the work program. Now they canceling that because they got to take the money and give it to the migrants. The American people see this shit. It's bad. It's bad. It's gone too far. You got
is that the migrant problem or illegal immigrant problem? It's two different things. You babbling at the end of the day. You don't know what you're talking about. It's two different things. You got the migrant situation and you got illegal immigrants. Which one is fucking with you?
Since when did the
Which
police
one is fucking with you? Do you even know?
Unalive, not just kill people of color.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your situation. It's two different things. You got illegal immigrants and you got migrants.
Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. Black people get it worse. But come on now, a whole group of migrants is beating up a police officer and now start chitty bang banging that motherfucker. Like it's too far. It's too far. Now we can address it because we see all these people coming out across our border. We ain't never seen that shit.
Yeah.
We ain't never seen that shit. Ever.
All right, so again, Yanga, I'm gonna pose it again. How did Chicago get in the position that they're in right now?
That's why
you know.
We know. Dave, I get where you're going, but that's where you're being disingenuous. That's exactly where you're being disingenuous. You're saying, okay, those Negroes voted him in. I can show you films where he ran on.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that.
Okay, go ahead. Again, let me let you finish your thought.
It was said that it was light on the scale at first, but now it's a epidemic, so to speak. How did it become an epidemic?
The mayor of Chicago didn't pull up.
False.
How did it become an epidemic?
It became an epidemic because mayors like Abbott, mayors like DeSantis, shipped those people into those cities directly, deliberately. Would it have been an epidemic if that wouldn't have happened?
No, it didn't have to be. So what about the mayor of that city? They don't have. So it's like you're saying they don't have
Again, they don't. I agree with what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, your original position, Yanga, was it was light on the scale. That was your original position.
That exactly. It was light on the scale.
Now it's not light.
Now it isn't. Now it isn't.
So it's either damned if you do, damned if you don't. According to your logic.
Absolutely. I've said that. I said it's the lesser of two evils. It's
okay.
So
now the lesser of two evils
check me out.
They got an infestation now. Is it still the lesser of two evils?
I mean, we don't know because they've already elected their mayor. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know. Yes, I think it's a humongous issue. It's exacerbated. It's gotten out of hand. But I can't, when we go back to the initial, when they were running for office, like you're trying to paint it like, well, they knew what was going to happen. He ran on that. But you're not telling us what the other guy ran on. That's what I'm saying about the lesser of two evils. The other guy might have been running on cutting programs, larger police forces, everything that has plagued the black community from day one. Immigration, like GTO said, immigration has never really been a major problem for us. We're seeing, we don't care about, listen, We're disenfranchised, poor, oppressed. We have loving hearts. So, but we've never seen it to the point where we're already fucked in the game, and now y'all trying to screw us with other people? That's what we're saying, what we have the problem with. And we voted you. We believed in you. We didn't have a problem with your little immigration thing. Now you're screwing the people that have voted you. I'm not saying that they still would have voted the other guy in. I don't know what he ran on. But what I'm saying is you're trivializing black people's, especially in Chicago and these other places where immigration is a major problem. You're trivializing or you're belittling their political understanding. Ain't nobody went into that shit ignorant.
I am doing that.
And one of the reasons you're doing that,
I'm gonna tell you
I'll tell you why I believe you're doing it.
Okay.
Because you're of a certain, because like I said, you're on a certain class level anyway. You and I have had this discussion. I've gone against you and Son on this shit point blank anyway. Y'all Republicans any damn way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
a real Republican. Black Son is a rhino. I'm a real Republican.
That's what I'm saying. So with that being said, with that being said, there's gonna be certain ways you're gonna vote anyway, and you're not looking at these people whom they're voting from their social economic position. You're not in their social economic position. Exactly. So that's what they're doing,
but that's
and they're still getting screwed.
That's not my point. See, you mentioned, you said that I'm demeaning, I guess you would say, their political aptitude as far as their viewpoint on how they vote. I am doing that. And the reason why I'm doing that is for the statement that you just made, calling it an immigration issue. It's not an immigration issue.
What kind of
migrant issue? Immigration and migrant, two different things. It's not an immigration issue.
Well, break it down for us, Professor.
As it stands right now, are not immigrants at all. They're asylum seekers in the process of getting naturalization. Two different things.
You're gonna make somebody
the mayor of Chicago ain't got shit to do with the process of immigration. The people that's coming to Chicago and New York don't have any right in terms of any resources when it comes to immigration. They do have a right in terms of seeking asylum according to United Nations law, as it provides to people seeking asylum. They're doing what the law tells them to do. The problem is there is so much abundance of people.
We don't have to give them asylum, though.
Well, according
we
to
don't
Section 9, that's not true. That's not true. It was a whole fight about that. It was a whole fight about that.
In the ocean and
it was a whole fight about that, and I can bring the receipt.
We don't have to give them political asylum. You have to.
That's not true.
I'm going to give my research. Son, we're going to have some comeback shows.
Title 42 was put into place to not give those people that asylum, but they had to do it under health circumstance. You got to have a specific reason why not to give those people asylum. Title 42 was that reason. Title 42 was under COVID. Yanga. Are we still in COVID right now?
No.
Okay, so that is kaput.
So you're saying that we have to give them political asylum?
Under international law, you have to, yeah.
No, I disagree with that. I'm gonna have to look it up, though.
They be dying coming over here. Ain't no point in them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
That ain't got nothing to do with what I just said. But in any event,
goddamn boats and shit. They babies be falling off the goddamn trains and shit.
What that got to do with what I just said?
No. You see, Black Son. Did you see the Black Son? The goddamn migrants crying, talking about some. Hold on, somebody echoing. Is that me?
No, I think that's Yanga. That's Yanga. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
There's a nation.
Yanga, you echoing this. I hate talking about.
Does a nation have to grant political asylum under international law?
Yeah. Go on, ask Syria, whoever the fuck. That was the better dude.
No, look, they be in New York, right? It's snowing. They cold as shit outside. No coats on, and they babies be out there. They be like, "This is the worst thing I had to deal with in my life." Bitch, why you come over here then? You ain't fucking.
Mute your mic, so you can talk to
Does a nation have to grant political asylum?
If this is the worst thing you've been through is being in New York in the goddamn cold, you don't need to seek no asylum. You need to take your ass back to where you came from. Half the motherfuckers be falling off the boats. They babies be falling off the bottom of the boats. They be falling off them trains trying to come into the country. Bitch, no, ain't no fucking asylum. No.
Does the United States have
get
to
bad
grant
when they come over here.
asylum?
They be cold.
Hey, mute Yanga Mike, because he may be getting the feedback and Alexa to him.
Okay, hold on. Say something, GTO. I think
He trying to holler at Alexa.
Okay. I was like, no, they wait to get here, and then they be like, oh, this is the worst thing I ever been through in my life. I be like, you being cold. You said that this was your asylum. Then no, the worst thing that should have happened in your life is before in your country. Now you suffering here.
Well,
like they lying. A lot of them just be lying. Like you still have to prove your case, all that at the border.
Well, MD failed to mention remain in Mexico, your asylum in Mexico. He failed to mention that. You don't want to talk about that.
I agree with you. Yes, Mexico is legally liable to grant them people asylum. I never disagreed with that. Okay, but that ain't got nothing to do with the United States. That ain't got nothing to do with the United States, though.
Policy, though. No, it does.
So are you constituting us breaking international law, Black Son?
Not breaking international law.
You're doing it.
I mean, I'm just asking. It's a yes or no question.
You gotta pick.
It's a yes or no question.
You gotta find the ball under the cup. Where's the ball at? You're not gonna. We're not falling for
that. Ain't no 3-card money. Is yes or no? Are you constituting the United States breaking international law? Yes or no?
No, we can keep the laws by.
Well, I think I already know your answer because you a MAGA, so y'all don't go by no rules and no regulations anyway. So I think I already know the answer.
MD. You know at least prove it. So they have to prove MD.
That's what the process of the migrant courts are for. That's why they're in the process of naturalizing right now. See, you got to understand. There's a certain amount of appointed judges that's there for asylum court. You got to go through court. They push these dates way out because they simply don't have enough resources to process all of these people. That's the issue. I never said it wasn't an issue. So you're sending these people and they just letting them roam free until they go to court to either be accepted or denied under asylum law. Meanwhile, they beating cops' ass in New York City. I'm telling you that the process is the problem, not the people. Trump doesn't have a policy for the process. He'll tell you that he's going to deport these people. You can't deport a migrant because a migrant is not illegal. Under the processes of U.S. code, these people are protected under the United States.
Even after they
I mean, this shit is simple. All you got to do is pick up something.
I'm not saying they're illegal.
That's all you got to do. Illegal immigrants, you can deport them all day long.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're illegal immigrants. And I may have not had the I'm with GTO semantics. I may have not had the right migrant is, but I'm gonna look up. If you want to call law semantics, no, I get it, but I'm gonna look up if it's meant under international law if we have to accept asylum seekers. I don't know that to be. I don't know that to be actual factual. I could be wrong. I may have to. I may have to eat pie our next talk, but that's definitely gonna be alive. I don't believe that we have to accept asylum seekers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe, and it would be if they weren't immigrants, if it weren't, some of them, large majority of them are, their first step into this country is a felony. They're criminals. A large portion of them must be illegal immigrants or it wouldn't be a big to-do about the fucking fence, the barbed wire, the protecting our borders and all that. If they were legal asylum seekers, which I believe, hold on, brother, which I believe the law. That's the rules, what do you mean that's the rules? The rules?
That's the rules. These Republican governors, they count on their constituents not knowing shit.
I
So
don't
they'll
believe
tell
all
you
of these because
that it's
there's
an issue at the border. It's not an
listen,
issue at the border.
where's
It's
the
not.
issue at? They're showing us so that what they're playing tricks with our eyes too. We're watching
They are,
borders.
because once these
Oh my
people come over
God.
the border, once these people come over the border, U.S. Border Patrol then puts them in the process of a seeking asylum. Then they let them go. Remember, catch and release. I don't agree with catch and release, but you got to catch them in order to do the paperwork
There are
for the
conditions, right? There are
process.
conditions for them to be asylum seekers. First of all,
You have
I don't believe
it is conditions. I agree, Yanga.
exactly.
I agree.
So I don't
But the
believe all of
process
them to
is
be.
lengthy. Catch and
I don't.
release. That's what catch and release is for.
I don't believe, man. You got sanctuary cities. You got people catering. And also this now, I do like in Chicago. I will stand corrected on the terminology. It is. I do know that they're migrants. You know, I don't know about this asylum seeking and all of this stuff like this. But I guess that's a part of it. If they can't get due process in their countries, if they're oppressed and all of this type of BS. But I don't believe we have to accept them.
You just said the magic word, Yanga. Well,
What's
you
that?
just said the magic phrase.
What's that?
Due process.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that may be what they're going through before we send their ass back. Now we might be in agreement on that. That maybe we're holding them before we send them back. But that's why we got to secure the border so their asses can't come over here seeking asylum. We got to stop that shit before they get over there. That's you got to lock the borders up. Lock the borders up. Don't let them come seek asylum and tie up the damn system.
Yanga, Trump is your man.
He might be. Shit. We got to stop that because all they doing is pimping the system now.
See, Black Son is telling you a lie. How did Trump shut it down? He didn't close the border. What did he do? We just talked about it.
Sex trafficking of migrants, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie.
We just talked about Title 42. That was Trump's way of closing the border. He didn't just willy-nilly say build a wall, close it, and the shit was shut down. He couldn't do that.
Right.
So he came up with Title 42. The COVID was a magic bullet for him in terms of getting that policy done. Other than that, the shit wouldn't have got done because it's not up to Trump. It's up to Congress.
Yeah. All day. That I will agree with.
So I implore everyone, come to my class. If y'all know more about this shit, just come to my club.
You coming in and out. You must be talking bullshit. Every time you go to talking shit.
Yeah.
I notice your phone goes out.
Yeah. I'm still breaking up.
Yeah, not anymore. You're good now. Listen, you guys.
I mean, this shit is simple at the end of the day. If you want to know more, go ahead.
No, please go ahead. I'm gonna do my stuff. I forgot, man. It's good to be back. I forgot how it is with him. You gotta bring your shit when MD's on here, because MD's gonna bring the funk. But you know what? I got out of the league before you got that debate. You gonna fuck around, you gonna get yourself some debates on this, because I don't believe you right to be right on this one, and I'm gonna have to research it. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth too badly, but I'm gonna research it. And MD, I think that you're wrong on some things.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, shout out. Great talking to you once again. Speaking of debate,
it's always good, man.
Speaking of debates, I got a debate coming up March 25th.
Who you debating?
Talk Society. I'm debating Wayne from Man Talk Monday. We'll be debating. Is the Black Manosphere a derivative of the incel community? And I'm gonna prove that, and I'm gonna bust him about his head and shoulder.
It's the same thing, almost. It is though.
Wow, that's gonna be a good debate. Tune in for that. Listen, you guys, while we're on this,
Manosphere came the incel community though. I had to switch that. Yeah.
While we're on there talking, let me check me out 8:00 tonight, man. I'm trying to come back to YouTube. The arena is just one stop that you're gonna start seeing me on. I got to get back and sharpen up my political education. I always have a great time with you guys. I'm so glad GTO jumped up here and got to build with us. Check me out. I'm be on tonight at 8:00. Black Entertainment. Is it really entertaining? You know what I'm saying? Pros and cons of black entertainment with Cat Williams blowing up the fucking internet. Boosie having all these comments. I want to talk about Sexy Red and Suchi with the good coochie and all of these, the saying what type of
GTO.
Just ask GTO. GTO is gonna be on the show. I hope she jumps on the panel.
I'm gonna jump on.
You know that. And we're gonna be talking about it all. Black into Sushi with the good coochie. I think that's the most ignorant motherfucker. It's not even I have a problem with her music. I've seen her interviews. That's about a slow motherfucker right there. Bro.
I don't like her. I don't really like her music like that. I just like some of the stuff.
Sexy Red is a lot more intelligent. I don't think Sushi with the good coochie, whatever her name is, has a clue. I seen an interview. The woman said, "So you're a musician?" She said, "I ain't no motherfucking musician. I don't do magic tricks." But I was like, "What?"
She definitely be trolling. She definitely be trolling.
I'll be like, "You tripping?" She's like, "I make music." The white girl said, "Yeah, that's what I said. A musician." She's like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Oh."
A lot of them, I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, they all plants.
Really?
They all plants. Because if you really listen to some of the dumb shit that they say, ain't no way. One of them female rappers, Glorilla, she got on the interview and said she didn't know that foxes was real. Like the animal.
Really?
Like, bitch, you a plant at the end of the day. They're plants. Some of the shit they be saying is so outlandish.
Man, I'm gonna tell you
like when Sexy Red got up there and said, "I like for a nigga to come on my French fries so I can eat them."
Yeah, she's with it. Sexy Red be saying some outlandish shit.
Like that's nasty. Like that's embarrassing. Like Sukiyana, she in the interview, she said, "I want a nigga piss in my mouth out the blue." Like this real. Like I'm like, bitch, is you a
she should have hollered out "Free R. Kelly" after that. Free R. Kelly. The fuck? What the fuck is going on? Listen, save some of it for my show tonight. 8 o'clock. Be on there. Save some of this tonight. Son, I got to get ready to boogie out, man. I got a few more phone calls today. Man, I appreciate this. Has been a great show. MD, he got off before I could thank the brother, man. I'm going to see shit. We're going to be back on again, and I'm going to have my little research because I want to revisit this. I want to revisit the immigration, migrant, asylum seeker type of. You got to watch MD. He's good.
He'll try to get on you for no. I don't know why he's trying to debate like that. I don't know what's wrong with him nowadays. I don't know.
Nah, you gotta watch him. He's good. He's very articulate. He's intelligent, but he's slick. He one of them slick Georgia boys. Yeah, shout it. Yeah, shout it. Yeah, so precious, so clean, shout it. Yeah, folks. He one of them slick Georgia boys, man.
Yeah.
I know about them, man. They slick, man. You gotta watch them, man. Shouts out to Georgia. It's been home since I was 16. No disrespect to you Georgia boys, but yeah, shout it. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, shout it. All right, man. Listen, man, I'm out of GTR. I'm gonna see you on the show. Son, follow through, baby.
Hey, I'm there, y'all.
All right, man. Yes. I see y'all, man. Definitely. The Arena Uncensored. I'll holler.
All right.
I see you got the mic out too. I was checking it out. Oh, mandatory. Okay. Yes, okay. All right, man. I get up, man.
Okay, man. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Yanga. Shout out to Joker. Shout out to GTO. Shout out to Nolan. Shout out to MD. So MD got a debate coming up. So yeah, y'all. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to who else was in the chat? GTO, Kelly, Joker. I think I got everybody. Nolan. Shout out to Nolan. And shout out to everybody, man. Again, Yanga's having a show tonight at 8, so I'm gonna fall through, man. See what the hell going on, just to see. Black Sun, I need a recap on the title. I did hear what you said. Oh, okay. So just a real quick recap, Kelly. Now, MD disagreed, but the point I was making is that Dearborn, notice the title, it says Dearborn, Michigan. I think they said it was 73% of the Muslims did what they call a no commitment vote, because regardless of what MD says, the Muslims are mad about the Gaza situation. And I spoke on this last time Yanga was here, and it came to pass. But MD came on and he put a spin on it, of course. You know, he's our local spin doctor. But at the end of the day, I'm talking Dearborn. Now, he moved the goalposts and talked about Michigan as a whole. Michigan as a whole is a red state. So, dang, I hate you didn't jump on, Kelly. And I'd be damned if right in the middle of the goddamn stream, Mo went on live. I'm like, goddamn, Mo, oh man, you don't want to damn see your show, Mo. So, man, shout out to Mo, shout out to Kelly. So, Kelly, you and I still need to do a show. You and I still need to do a show because, Kelly, before we do a show together, I think are we still on for Friday? Are we still on for Friday? That's all I want to know. Are we still on for Friday? Because I got questions, sis. From a woman's perspective, I want to know about the geo tracking, the texting. You know, I especially have you just for the fatty situation. So shout out to you, sis. And you know, they are having a ethics hearing here in Georgia. So yeah, you know, Kelly, I love when you come on because I want to just strictly when it comes to Kelly, I strictly want you for that whole Fanny situation because the media is trying to weasel their way out of this. So I definitely want to get your perspective because they're going to come up with some excuses on those texts. Again, Kelly, you and I know that when a man calls you at 11 o'clock p.m., not a.m., p.m., and comes over to your house, I don't think that's a business call. And he leaves your house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. So anywho, isn't Friday next court date? It is, but don't they, okay, so don't they, they're gonna start at 1, Kelly, so we should be good. I'm not going to go on until, I'm going to go on and after. So once they end it, then we'll go on. So is that cool or is that too close? You let me know, sis. Because Saturday I have to go to the auto shop. My car, I have to send some parts over there. So let's see. She's denying the same evidence she used before. Right. And again, you know, they solve murder cases with the cell phones now. Like the cell phone is the new evidence. Like, okay, let's see. Chad said, Black Son, I made a figure that I call football player. Check it out, the short on my Sculpture Chadwell page and watch that short is for you if you want. Okay, you want me to play it, Chad? Hold on, let me play it. Or do you just want me to go to the channel or you want me to play it on here, Chad? Because I'll play it on here now. I'll play it on here. Shout out to Chad. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Kelly, again, if you wanna do it Saturday, that's cool. I'll know tomorrow if I work Friday, so I'll message you. Cool. That's cool. Okay, that's cool, Kelly. Because like I said, I didn't know you were working on Friday, but if it's an issue, I can push it to Saturday. It's just like I said, I got to take these parts over, but you know, I can stay up late on Friday, but let me know, sis. I'm flexible. I'm flexible. Here is good. So, Nolan, you want me to play it here now? Let me know, Nolan. I'll bring it up. Hold on. If you want me to do it now, Nolan, I'll bring it up now, man. We can close it out. I'm gonna close it out and just show the video. Then I close it out. So hold on, Nolan. Chadwell, I guess. Okay. So Kelly said that'll work because I'll be home by 8, 9. So that'll be 10. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, I'm good the whole night. So, you know what I'm saying? In fact, I might even try to, after we do ours, I might try to catch one of my own show. So if that's not too late for the Friday. No, I'm good. I don't have to go to work the next day, Kelly. So that's why I said Friday's good because I can stay up late as I want. As long as I got my coffee, I can roll out. I can roll out. You know what I'm saying? In fact, once I down my coffee, I just hope you can hang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out. Nah, but you be hanging because goddamn Mo be going on late, man. Mo be going on late. But again, I know the time difference. But shout out. Let me Chadwell. I wanna check out Chadwell's Nolan. Hold on. So yeah, that's good for me. So perfect see Friday. Okay, good. I'm ready, Kelly. Like I said, and yeah, the court date is Friday. They're supposed to bring in the text messages in now. Okay, no, I'm sorry, Kelly. I apologize. They got the text message. The phone pinging is a whole different thing. So the data from the home pinging and the text messages are two different things. The text messages are from Nathan Wade's ex-lawyer. The phone pinging is from what's his name? Nathan Wade's phone. So we got two different phones. We got the lawyer's phone, and then we got we got the text from, and it's not attorney-client privilege because, as you know, Miss Merchant has it. So Miss Merchant's phone, that's the text, which they're talking about right now. And then we got the phone pinging. If they allow the phone pinging, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So I know what you said, Kelly, about, because she's a black woman, they're going to let her get away. Ain't no getting away. Ain't no getting away. No. You mean you got the ex-friend that said the relationship started. You got the text messages saying that the relationship started. And now you got the phone pinging shows that, the relationship. You got three solid evidence, not circumstance. You got solid evidence. So ain't no way she may not get locked up, but she's getting kicked off the case. And they might even goddamn throw the whole case out. They're at that point now. Kelly, they're at that point. They might throw the whole case out. But the lease is Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis. You just can't kick off Fannie Willis and leave. I'm sorry. You can't kick off Nathan Wade and leave Fannie Willis on. That makes no sense. Does that make sense to you, Kelly? Kelly, does that make sense to you for them to kick off Nathan Wade and keep Fannie Willis? It takes two to tango. What are we talking about here? It takes two to do. It takes two. So what are we talking about here? So no, man, these people not to play me for stupid. It was two to tango, and so they were both involved, so they both get kicked off. They both get kicked off, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, just damn one of these cameras cleaning. But I hope they both go to prison. Now, Nolan, that's what we're hoping for. That's a possibility. We're definitely going to see them get kicked off the case. And we definitely might see them goddamn and drop the case altogether. Again, them going to prison, the Judge McAfee, he won't be in charge of it, but if somebody, basically what's going on, Chad, is that somebody else is looking at this case. Like you got other parties looking at this case. So where these other parties take it is possibly they could take it there. They could take it to the prison, revoking her bar license. That's definitely going down. They revoking her shit. That's too late. That's too late. No, I agree. I totally agree, Nolan. But again, it's not over. Don't think, okay, let's just say, Nolan, they disqualify both Nathan and Fannie. And then the judge like, okay, well, that's it. There's other people. There's the IRS. There's the Senate. There's the goddamn House Judiciary. There's the bar. All of them are looking at this, and they're all, once this is over, they're going to pounce. So it's not over. It's not. This is just the beginning. Nolan, mark my word. This is just the beginning. So this is just the start of a whole slew of shit that's coming for Fannie. So yeah, I'm not taking that off the table. So I'm not saying that they're not going to go to prison. I'm just saying watch the other entities that are about to pounce. That's what I'm saying. Watch for the other entities. What I'm saying, I don't think it's going to be Judge McAfee. Judge McAfee, all he's going to do is disqualify him. The other entities are going to come. In fact, I think they're talking about a possibility of a DA coming from another county to prosecute Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis. Because they keep talking about, they dropped them and then the prosecutor might pick up the case for Trump. No, they might be like, no, we don't, Fannie Willis is going to get a case picked up on her. Nobody wants to touch the Trump case. They done tainted the Trump case. It's tainted, but you might have some sucker that's trying to get it, but chances are it's not, but I say that to say this, Nolan, is that basically you got other entities. Like I said, the IRS is going to want some questions. The goddamn Georgia Senate is going to want some questions. The goddamn ethics board is going to want some questions. And don't forget Jim Jordan, he's going to want some questions. And then not to mention the Fulton County Commission Board, which is the state, they're going to want questions about that money. And then Jim Jordan, which is federal funds, they're going to want, it's a lot. Like Fannie Willis said a lot. That's why I was telling Kelly, like, you get up on that stand, the less you say, the better. And Fannie Willis was saying a lot, and a lot to do with money. And when you talk about money, a lot of agencies' ears, they perk up. So yeah, man. So, okay. So, all right, I'm on your page. Nolan, let me play this. Let's see. Videos 4 days ago. And you got 3 weeks ago. Shorts. Is it a shorts? Hold on. That's a blank. Okay, so, oh man, you got a bunch of shorts. The football player. I think you said the football. Hold on. The football player. You got Joe Blue. Let me do a share screen. Let's go through it's a short. Okay. Let's go through your shorts, brother. So let's do the share screen. Boom. We are on. Okay, so this is Scoper Chadwell. Man, this dude is talented. Man, he's got let's start with you got damn, where do I start? The Golden Gunman. Let's start with the Golden Gunman.
Hello, Sculptor Chadwell here, and I do not know if this guy has been on camera, so I thought I would film him before I maybe gave him away. I'm at a place that I may give him away at. I like his thumb right there on the gun, his fingers in it. His head is one of my bracelet. It's one of my bracelet links. And it was sitting there and it looked like eyes to me, so I made it into eyes. I started out with that, but I'm going to call this guy the Golden Gunman because he has gold in his skeleton. Anyway, that is the Golden Gunman. I'm not sure if he's been on camera yet, but if he has, I apologize. Hope you have enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe. God bless. Hello, Sculptor.
So we got the Golden Gunman. Let's look at the football player.
Hello, Sculptor Chadwell here. And that is my newest guy. One of them, anyway. I'm going to call him the football player. Because it's from a Hot Wheels car. It's a semi-truck of some kind. Anyway, I think it looks like a football player's helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call him the football player. I was thinking about putting some stuff in there to maybe add some color if the sun hit it right, but I thought, no, I'm going to keep it empty. Anyway, that is the football player. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless. You have a wonderful day. Hello.
Okay, and this one's called the middle finger.
Hello. Sculptor Chadwell here. And I just finished this guy. I've met this guy through doing the sales, and I noticed him out and about a while back, and we hooked up, and I hung out with him yesterday. And today we were talking. He said, "Hey, do me a middle finger." I was like, "Right hand or left hand?" He's like, "Left." So anyway, this is Roger's middle finger. He asked for it to be on a base. I haven't put many pieces on bases yet. It's a knife that I stuck down into the hole and then went from there. I think it's done. I'm calling it done. I think he will enjoy it. Anyway, that is Roger's middle finger. Please like, share, and subscribe if you would. God bless. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, this one's called Joe Blue.
Hello, Sculptor Chadwell here. And before I made Roger's middle finger, I decided to do another Joe Blue. I had a pair of legs sitting on my bed, and so I poked some holes in that and slid them down, screwed the bottle back together, screwed the cap back on, then went from there. I put the aluminum on to secure the legs, and then I wrapped the aluminum around there to hold the arms to start them, and then I wrapped everything up. And this color I got from my friend Roger, and everything else was stuff that I had. Anyway, this is Joe Blue number 31, I think. I had to go back through my videos to see what number I was on. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. God bless. You have a good day. Hello.
Okay, and then the last one, we got another successful blank. Let's see what this one is.
Hello. Sculptor Chadwell here, and I just finished doing a blank. This is when it started out with no purpose, no artistic inspiration or anything. I just had the energy to make someone. So I usually start out with the legs. So anyway, that is another successful blank, I guess. He looks okay. I know somebody will like him, especially because of the head. Anyway, another successful blank. I think that's what I'm going to title that one. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. God bless. You have a wonderful day.
Chad, I gotta ask you, man, do you guys have art festivals up there? Cause you definitely yeah, man. We be having them down here around springtime. Like we got the Dogwood Festival. We be having several art events, man. And yeah, man. I was just curious. Where are you from, Nolan? Because you're here in Atlanta. We be having some art festivals, man. And hey, and it's funny. There's a guy. His family. They're from Iran. They normally do like jewelry, like wedding rings and all that. But the son, he's in Tennessee, East Tennessee. Okay. So let me see if I can pull. Damn, I forgot my friend's channel, man. But I'm trying to remember my friend's channel. But he does something similar to that. But where I'm going with this is basically you have these festivals down here in Atlanta, man. So I'm just curious, do they got the art festivals up there where you from? Because yeah, man, you definitely need to get your stuff out there because yeah, it's talent, brother. That's talent. Like I said, if you came to Atlanta, you would there's a lot of dang festivals that you could go to here. Now let's see, the season starts in March. Okay, cool. Yeah, you need to record those, man, because and what I'm gonna do is I'll probably, man, no, thank you, brother. start filming those art festivals, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Like I said, I got my little camera. It's not a good webcam, but it shoots good like outside stuff. So I'm gonna start shooting like outside stuff. I try to use it as a webcam. It's apparently you got cameras for webcams and you got cameras for like going outside and shooting shit. So I'm gonna put this to use. And then they got the infrared. So when I go in the mosh pit, I'll be able to show people in the mosh pit. So yeah, I'm gonna put this thing to use, man. I'm gonna put it to use, man. I ain't gonna let a camera go to waste like that, man. I love cameras and shit. I love filming shit. So yeah, man, film those festivals. I'm gonna film the festivals on this end, man. Yeah, man, and because I think the Dogwood Festival is coming up in March. I think March, April, but yeah, around springtime. Yeah, spring because I'm already sneezing. Y'all can see my eyes are bloodshot, man. Pollen's already here. Winter's gone. Here in Georgia, winter's gone. It's gone. So, hey, man, shout out to you, Chadwell Nolan, man. Thank you, man. Y'all subscribe to this channel if y'all love art. I appreciate art. So, man, I love it. I love it. All right. So, Kelly Ray, we're on for Friday. So, me and Kelly Ray on for Friday. We're going to discuss this whole situation with the, hopefully the judge will allow the phone pinging in the case. If so, it's done. The case should already be done. Like I said, you got a witness, then you got the texts, and now the phone pinging. Yeah, they should kick them off. But like I said, don't worry, Nolan. Don't worry, Kelly. There's people watching. There's people that want answers, and there's people that want blood. The Senate, the Georgia Senate, they're going to want blood. The IRS is going to want blood. The goddamn Georgia Bar, they're going to want blood. And of course, eventually, the House Judiciary up in DC, they're going to want blood too. So it's not over. Trust me, it's not over. It's just begun. So just because if the judge, I know what you're saying. If he gets off, they'll get off light. If they just get Nathan and Fanny booted off the case, that's just for that. That's just to take care of that. There's a whole slew of other stuff that's in the work that's coming. So, oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. So, like I said, Nathan Wade and Fannie Willis getting booted off the case is just the beginning. That's just the start. That's just the start. That's just to get, that's just the start. There's stuff that coming down the pipe for Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade that's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So, it's coming. All right, so shout out to everybody. Let's see. Go to the one long form videos, and in the description in my email, send me a shipping address. Okay, hold on. Go to the form videos. Okay, got you. So go to the long form videos. I will do that and send my address. Okay. Let me go to a long form. These are the shorts. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go to the latest video. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is a long form. Let me drop the email. You said drop the email. Send me your email. Okay, got you, brother. Got you. Let me send you the email. The Arena ATL at gmail.com. Okay, got it. The Arena ATL at gmail.com. Okay, cool. Got it, brother. All right, Charles. So let me close it out so I can see the football player unless you want something different. Actually, you know what? I like the. Hold on. The football player is cool. Hell, I like the Golden Gunman, though. Yeah, the Golden Gunman was cool. The Golden Gunman was cool. But yeah, the football player, I like the football player. Yeah, the Golden Gunman, though. I like the Golden Gunman. Hell, I like the Bandit. hell, let's see. Then you got the let's see, 2 copper blanks, bird face. Yeah, you got some good ones here. Let's see, the cadet, 2-inch man. You got the Sunshine v. Apple. Oh yeah, you got a slew of them. The Amigo, the Amigo. I don't like the Bandit. The Bandit's good. The Golden Goodman. I like the go. Oh, he's gone. Okay, the Golden Goodman. Unless you wanted something different. Okay, so the Golden Goodman is gone. Okay. The Bandit and the Golden are gone. Damn. Okay, that's cool. Okay, the football player is good. Unless, what about another blank? Is that Actually, you know what? Yeah. The football player is cool. Damn. So the Golden Goodman's gone and the Bandit's gone. So I'm assuming all the older ones are gone. Okay. So the newer ones. Okay. So you got the Rhymes and Middle Finger, Blue, Joe Blue. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Chatwell, man. Yeah, the football one's cool. The band and the Goldman are gone. Okay, that's cool. All right, y'all. No, let me get going, man. I gotta get something to eat, brother. I'm starving. So, man, shout out to everybody, man. I'm gonna be here. Like I said, Yanga's doing a show tonight at 8, so definitely want to catch that. Yanga Nkrumah, and then on Friday, which is 2 days away, me and Kelly we're gonna be chatting it up about the case. Like I said, hopefully let's see if they'll allow the pinging towers. You know, they're supposed to be closing the arguments. They're supposed to be closing it out, but we'll see if the judge will allow more testimony and more witnesses. We'll see, because I know they have to go through a process. Let's see if we'll see. Man, this judge seems pretty fair. Seems like a straight shooter. So with that being said, we out, y'all. Peace.